Spurgeon here with RevZilla TV to talk to you today about the Wolfman Peak Tailbag available at RevZilla.com. So the Wolfman Peak Tailbag is going to be for pretty much any bike in your garage. It's 8 liters in capacity, and it's simply going to give you a little bit of extra storage for that longer trip, or maybe you just need a bag to throw on the back of your bike for when you're riding around town. Installation on this, on our BSD or beard scale difficulty for install, you're looking at less than a 1 out of 3. It took me about 5 minutes to install it in the R6 and less than that to install on the F800 GS. So honestly, it's something that anybody's going to be able to tackle in your garage in a matter of minutes. We'll talk more about install at the end, but for right now, let's jump in and talk about what sets the Peak Tailbag apart from some of the other bags out there in the market. So Wolfman is a family-owned and operated company out there in Longmont, Colorado, and they've been doing this for over 20 years. Their quality really speaks for itself. The Peak Tailbag that you're going to have in front of me is going to be the same beefy construction that we're going to see from a lot of their luggage. This is going to be 1680 denier ballistic coated fabric that's just going to hold up to anything you decide to throw its way. Now, as we start from the top and break this down, you're going to see there's a little bungee stretch on top, and this is just going to be simply added storage. I like to use this personally if I'm on a long trip, I get caught in the rain, I have a wet t-shirt, maybe some wet underwear. I can stick this on here the next day when it's sunny out and my clothes dry out. You can use this for a variety of different things. Again, it's just a loose little bungee that's going to work for extra storage. Now moving down throughout the bag, you're going to see there's weather flaps that are going to cover and protect the zippers from any of the elements that you might experience out there on the road. And as we open this up, you're going to see one large main compartment. The other thing you're going to notice inside here is there's going to be compression straps. This is going to be different from some of the other tailbags that we're going to see in Wolfman's lineup. And these compression straps simply allow you to lock anything into place that you don't want bouncing around within the bag. The other thing you're going to not really be able to see, but I can kind of point out by touching it, there's going to be rigid plastic mounts throughout this entire thing. So when the bag is closed, it's going to be a nice rigid setup that's not going to flex around on you. Now that's going to take us into the expansion pouch on this. There is going to be an expansion pouch that's going to take it from 8 liters up to a full 11 liters, and it's going to be a 270-degree expansion. And what this is going to do, it's not going to go all the way around, but it's going to allow you to just pop up for a little bit extra room in the back of the bag. Because you have these rigid panels throughout the base, unlike some other bags where you get a little bit of flex if you use the expansion panels, you're not going to have that with this bag. And I think it goes to just kind of giving a mention out to the quality of Wolfman, because even with this fully expanded, it's still a nice rigid bag that's not going to flop around on you. And it's a really nice job for that. Now, as I close this down, you're going to see as I'm moving around the bag, you're going to see the actual mounting straps on the sides. And then you're going to also see there's 2 little mounting points here, so if you want to get a handle for it, if you want to get a shoulder strap, you can do that as well. And then flipping it around, you're going to see the base for this is a nice skid-proof, scratch-proof base. If you're putting it on a painted part of your motorcycle, it's not going to scratch anything up. Again, like I said, you're going to see these hooks hanging off the side, and these are going to be your mounting hooks, and this is going to take us right into the actual install for this. Like I said in the beginning, install for this on our BSD, our beard scale difficulty for installation, is going to be less than a 1 out of 3. This is something you're going to be able to get installed in your bike in a matter of minutes. On the R6, I simply took off the back seat, and underneath the back seat of the bike, there were little straps. Most sport bikes have this. I was able to use those straps to hook onto here. 5 minutes, it was installed in the R6. For the F800 GS, I simply attached it to our actual luggage rack on the back, and again, within about 2 to 3 minutes, I had it installed and ready to roll. So this is something that you're going to be able to get on your bike and be out using and riding with under in about that 5 to 10 minute mark, depending on your actual motorcycle. I think Wolfman did a really nice job with this particular bag, and I think it really gives you plenty of options whether you're going on a longer trip or you're just going around town. I like it. I can throw a camera in here, I can lock it down, and it just gives me that little bit of extra storage. There's a lot of folks out there rocking Wolfman luggage on their motorcycles. If you want to hear more about what they have to say, do me a favor, click below. Read other riders' opinions about the luggage that they're using on their bikes from Wolfman. If you have more questions for us, never hesitate, get us on the phone, give us a call, 877-792-9455, or simply type us out an email, cs@revzilla.com. Thank you for joining us for this look at the Wolfman Peak Tailbag. I'm Spurge. Enjoy the ride.